Welcome friends, today I am sharing a recipe of shrimp and penne in a sun-dried tomato cream sauce. It's really delicious, so I hope that you guys will enjoy it. I will be sure to write the recipe up and put it in the description box of this video in case you want to test this one out for yourselves. Let me know what you think and if there are any other recipes you'd like to see me do. I just put 1 box of penne in boiling salted water, and that's going to cook for 11 minutes based on the package directions. And over here in my skillet I have 2 tablespoons of oil. I recommend extra virgin olive oil if you have it. We are going to go ahead and saute up some already peeled and deveined shrimp that I got. This is 12 ounces of shrimp, and these ones have the tails off. Add those right into the pan. And shrimp tends to cook pretty darn quickly, so we're going to go ahead and carefully stir those up a little bit. And we're going to go ahead and season them with half a teaspoon. Actually, I'm probably going to use about a 1/4 teaspoon because I think a half will be too much. I'm going to do a 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper, and we'll do a 1/4 teaspoon of salt as well. Now usually with shrimp it only takes probably about 3 minutes or so to cook, so that's all the more we're going to do them for, and I'm going to turn them halfway through. As you can see, they are just starting to turn pink and curl up, so we're going to go ahead and take them out of the pan and put them into a bowl. And we don't want them to be 100% cooked because they're going to finish cooking in the sauce that we're going to make in the same pan in just a minute. I have half of a medium-sized onion already, I would say diced up, and we're going to go ahead and add this into the pan. And we're just going to saute this up, just softening it. We don't want to fry it. So I would say medium to medium-high heat. And then we're going to add in some garlic and some other delicious things. Our onions are starting to turn translucent, so I'm going to add a tablespoon of the minced garlic that comes in a jar. I also have this container of spinach that came from Costco. We didn't use it all before. I was worried it would turn bad, so I went ahead and stuck the whole thing in my freezer. I'm going to grab a big old handful. That's probably going to be about a cup or so. So we're going to go ahead and toss that in. It's a great way to keep from wasting perfectly good veggies. My timer's ready for our noodles. So in just the time it took me to drain the pasta, our spinach has already wilted down considerably. We're going to go ahead and add in 1 jar. This is the Rao's homemade sun-dried tomato pesto. It is about 6.7 ounces. You don't have to use this brand. I have certainly used other brands before. Just get a similar sized jar. Slightly smaller won't hurt anything. We're going to go ahead and add all of that to the pan. And then we're going to also add a pint of heavy whipping cream. If you are trying to count calories, you could certainly use half and half and get a very similar result. So we're going to go ahead and add that in. We're going to go ahead and give this a good stirring to make sure that all of that sun-dried tomato pesto, no, this one's too hot, is going to be combined with all of the cream. And then we're going to add in our pasta, and the starch from the pasta will help to thicken up the sauce. And then we'll add in the shrimp at the very last minute. We're going to add in our pound of cooked penne noodles. Woo! A few landed on my stovetop. That was graceful. We're going to give this all a toss together, and then we'll add in the shrimp. I just tested the sauce, and I think it needs just a little bit more salt, so I'm going to add a couple of pinches. That's going to equal out to probably about a 1/4 teaspoon. And now we're going to go ahead and add the cooked shrimp back in, along with all the juices for flavor. Alright, let's go ahead and stir the shrimp in. This would be an absolutely great point to add in about a 1/4 cup of grated Parmesan cheese, and certainly any more black pepper to your personal taste. I also think this would be great with either broccoli or sliced up asparagus would be really good in here too. So I'm just going to let this come together for another minute or two, and then we will taste it. If you're not a seafood lover, you could absolutely use sliced chicken in place of the shrimp. Don't mind the toddler in the background. And that would also work out really, really well with this. Now we're going to go ahead and dish some up because the sauce has definitely thickened up and been absorbed into the pasta. And now, of course, it definitely needs a sprinkle of Parmesan cheese. Doesn't that look delicious? All right, and now I'm going to taste test. Oh yeah, this is definitely going to be a crowd pleaser. I'm going to leave the recipe down in the description box below for you guys. And until next time, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell. You know I'll be talking to you soon. Bye, guys.